Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. My name's Neil Trigger, I'm going to be your magical host, and don't get too excited about the Christmas hat, it's only because my hair's rubbish. Christmas is next month, and trust me, I've got loads lined up for Christmas, so you're not going to miss out at all. But today's video is going to be all about rectifying a problem that happened in one of my previous videos, linked up here. Let's have a quick look and see what the problem is.
Okay, there's the first wand. What a massive disappointment. This is banana yellow. This is Hermione's wand with all the vines down it. Okay, actually, yeah, the moulding does look pretty good. I'll give it that. That's not too bad.
Okay, so the problem is a bright yellow wand. Obviously I saved £29 on the wand, but the trade-off was that it was a banana yellow wand that I needed to repaint myself. Not too much of a problem. I'm going to show you how to repaint it so that it looks like a passable wand, and I'm also going to show you a couple of painting techniques that are going to be quite useful for future videos as well. Okay, so let's get into it.
Okay, now before we get started I need to clear off my turntable, so I need to get rid of this little guy. It's a sculpt that I've been working on of a drunk Santa, and although I haven't filmed the whole process of the sculpting, and I've only so far baked the head, which is this thing, which does come off, but the body hasn't quite been finished yet. And I've also got some issues with like the hand just here. You can see that there's no hand there. If you do want to see how I did all of this sort of stuff, then by all means comment down below and I'll tell you. But that's not what we're doing. We're doing the wand. So let's speed up the footage a little bit because you don't want to see me laying out all the stuff. But these are Castle Art Supplies acrylics, a few brushes, a palette, and obviously some water with some brushes. So we get started with a Van Dyke brown. This is quite a dark brown, and you cover all of the wand as much as you can, get into all of the nooks and crannies, because if you haven't already seen it, up there in the right hand corner I'll put a link to my previous video. I bought this wand on wish.com for £3. That's a great price compared to the £32 of an official wand, but the trade-off is that you get a horrible colour. This one was banana yellow. Don't forget the kitchen roll either, because you're going to need that a bit later. And while it's here, you can use it as a wand holder to make sure that it doesn't stick to the floor. So minimise the surface area of the wet paint. And by the way, Santa's grown an extra foot. Check that out. There he is. Work in progress. Now once the Van Dyke brown has fully dried, we go over it with a dry brush of raw umber. The way we do this is just to get enough raw umber on the brush and then brush off quite a bit of it, which you can see me doing here with some kitchen towel. It is slightly lighter than the Van Dyke brown, but it's not massively light. And that's probably a good thing, because all we really needed the Van Dyke brown for was to knock out that bright yellow. And you'll notice at the tip, I'm going over the tip quite a few times just to make sure that that's fully reinforced, because it has kept on chipping back to that banana yellow, and you really don't want that. Now you may have noticed I very nearly used my cup of tea to wash out my brush. Don't do that. Make sure you get some actual water. Now we're going to mix up some yellow ochre and raw sienna. All of the colours, by the way, are going to be in the description of this video, so if you don't know what they are, just have a look. Now you mix those up. I mix them up on a palette, but I also mix them up on the brush. And now this time I'm going to brush off an awful lot more of that paint, because I really want it just a bit of a light dusting. You'll notice as well here that although I'm going over this and it is turning out to be quite a bit more yellow than you otherwise might want, certainly not banana yellow, but quite sort of light, and you'll notice that from the water as well. Although it is slightly yellow, we're going to be knocking that back with some ink, which we're doing right now. So get as much water in there as you possibly can, and then kick in some black. Here I've chosen some lamp black, but you can use Mars black, anything dark. And then every time you apply the paint mix, you then just knock it back with more water. Just keep on really watering that down. And what that does is to get into all the nooks and crannies and gives it quite a dirty, aged look. This is a technique I'm going to use a lot in my sculpting videos in the new year. Okay, so here we are with the final product. The new paint job is the one on the bottom, the Elder one's the one in the middle, and Severus Snape's one is the one at the top. Now let's compare it with the old paint job.
Okay, there's the first wand. What a massive disappointment. This is banana yellow. This is Hermione's wand with all the vines down it.
Now I don't know about you guys, but I think that's a pretty successful paint job. Let me know what you think in the comments.
So thanks very much for watching, guys. As always, I really appreciate all likes, subscribes, views, shares, comments, all that sort of stuff. Just really interact with me. If you did want to see more sculpting videos and how-tos on that sort of stuff, please comment down below. I'm hoping to do a house elf fairly soon, and if you want to see what the head looks like, this is it. So please let me know if this is the sort of thing you want to watch. Again, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay magical.